in his second year with the G-Men.
So growing up in the Bronx, how did that form the person you are and attribute to what you were able to succeed in athletically?
Well, I think that's a big part of it, just knowing my upbringing, being in the Bronx. They say, you're in New York, you make it in New York, you make it anywhere. And I think that mindset kind of just permeates throughout your whole life at every stage. You give credit to your upbringing. My parents doing a great job as far as, instilling the right culture, right mindset, and putting us in positions to succeed the best way that we can.
And at Cardinal Spellman, what are some of the great memories that you have? Playing sports there, going to high school, growing up, becoming a young man?
Definitely a great experience. Just being in the Catholic leagues, playing competitive basketball, Mount St. Michael, Cardinal Spellman, Iona Prep, Fordham Prep, those type of environments. New York is known for basketball in general, so being around that talent is always good to just, be a part of and compete with.
And then you go to Canisius, you're playing Division I basketball, you're keeping it in New York State. What are some of your great memories from that experience?
Just the whole college experience. Never would I have thought that I would have gone to Western New York and Buffalo and all that snow and spending 4 years of my life there, but it was probably one of the best 4 years of my life that I had. Just the people that I've met, the opportunities I was presented with, the education I got. So a lot of that credit goes to, in those stages as far as, what kind of molded me into the person and the player that I am today.
You were a captain, you had such a great career there. At what point did the options of the NBA start looking that it would not be the direction you go?
Well, you kind of have to be realistic with, your size. I was an undersized big man in the MAC conference, mid-major conference. So a lot of guys in the NBA are, at least 6'8", 6'9" at the position that I was playing. So you kind of had to be realistic with the odds and the opportunities that you would have been presented with. And that kind of opened up my eyes and opened up my mind to the possibilities of at least giving football a try. It was definitely tough, taking a guy that never played the sport, not in high school, not in Pee Wee, and just trying to pick up the sport in real time against guys that have been playing it truly their whole life. So definitely an uphill battle for me, but I was blessed enough to have the right people around me, the right coaches around me, coaches that were patient in my development and the long-term vision of what I could end up being, and more importantly, having great mentors around me, being around tight ends like Benjamin Watson early on, Greg Olson, spending some time with him in Carolina. All of those things matter.
On first and goal, Jones to throw, floats one open to the back of the end zone, and hauling it in is Chris Manhertz for a giant touchdown at home.
At this point in my career, coming back home, having family here, having my young ones here, and having that support and everybody, wife and kids and everybody just around, I think that's huge. And the added bonus is that I'm playing for the hometown. So definitely something to add to the storybook, but it's a pretty cool experience, I must say.
And it does give you the opportunity to go back to your roots, and you're having a clinic coming up at Cardinal Spellman High School. Tell me a little bit about giving back.
Giving back is everything to me, and it's only right just being in my hometown, having the opportunity to give back and try to have impact. A big part of this for me is, you could play as long as you want in this league, but you want to have some type of fulfillment outside of that. And for me, it's all about impacting the next generation and giving them an opportunity to learn from somebody like myself and, guys at the professional level. Definitely an opportunity that I didn't have, as an athlete growing up. So I understand the influence and the impact that it might have on some athletes, some youth in the community. So it's always something good for me and something that I definitely take pride in.
Tell me some more about the clinic, who could sign up, what kids could go. It's on July 12th. It's
on July 12th. It's a free camp. It's open from pretty much ages 8 to 18, so it's pretty broad. And it's just a good environment to be in as far as learning football. It's a football clinic. Half of it is fun, just getting out, competing. There'll be prizes. There'll be some teammates there. So very exciting just to be a part of, especially at my high school where I grew up, in my community, in that zip code. Definitely something that's huge for me and that I'm excited about.